Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be doing a different TV show. We're gonna be talking about One Tree Hill, and we're gonna be talking about One Tree Hill characters. I was gonna tier rank them, but I decided not to. I just was gonna just talk about the characters and what I like with them, stuff like that. So first, we're gonna start off with the character Nathan Scott. Okay. First of all, Nathan started off bad at A-Hole in season 1, and then he got better when he got with Haley. And, you know, he stayed with Haley throughout the seasons. I would say to me, just to me, to my opinion, Nathan Scott didn't have character development because he was only good to people because of Haley. Yes, Haley made him a better man, but you should change for yourself, not no woman. Plus, when Haley left, he turned to A-hole again, so nothing was keeping him, you know, he didn't have no development. He did become a great husband. He was a great father. I give him that. But, I mean, I can't say too much about Nathan because his whole story was about basketball or Haley. We didn't see him have any other interests. We didn't see him have any friends. I feel like he only was friends with Lucas' friends because Lucas and Haley had the same friends. They were just around. I mean, after a while, he forgot about Tim, his best friend from season 1. He forgot about everything else. Also, I don't really like Nathan because I feel like y'all make a lot of excuses for him. Like everything he put Haley through. We'll talk about Haley later, but everything he put Haley through, like he was putting her through his family stuff, basketball, that point shaping thing. She ended up getting in a car accident for that. She got hit. They could have lost their son. Like there was a thing. Also the stuff in season 5 when he was depressed and ignoring his family for all those times and stuff like that. All the stuff he put Haley through with that nanny situation, that girl getting pregnant. He put her through so much. And y'all can say it's the girl's fault, blah, blah, this, but no. For instance, Nathan was flirting with Nanny, what's her name, Nanny? Carrie? I don't know. He was literally flirting with her. Even Q told him, why you flirting with her in front, you know, in the club. He looked at her naked, and he knew she ended up kissing him, and he didn't tell Haley about it. He hid it. It's just Nathan not one of my favorites. It's just, I feel like he could have been better, to be honest. He did get better, but he could have been better. Next up, we got Brooke Davis. Brooke is the one that had character development. She changed for the better. She changed for herself. She didn't change for no man. And I did think her friends made her better, but she was still good for herself. She was such a strong woman to overcome how her parents raised her, what Lucas and Peyton did, all that stuff she overcame it, and she still started strong. I'm so glad she ended up with a husband. I'm so glad she ended up with her 2 kids because she deserves it. She deserves everything. And for her to forgive Peyton not once but twice, Peyton do not deserve her as a friend. Brooke was always there for her, doing everything for the girl. She literally moved back to One Tree Hill for Peyton, just for Peyton to marry Lucas and leave. What? Bye. She even brought a house for her and Peyton to live in One Tree Hill, just for Peyton to move out. When she ended up getting beat and then she was on the phone with Peyton, and Peyton was telling her how happy she is, that was so sad. Because Brooke was going through it and nobody was really truly there for her. But yeah. She should. Brooke, I just don't have no words. Next, we got Peyton Sawyer. She's at the bottom of my list. I do not like her. I'm sorry. I get it. Peyton went through a lot with her parents, her birth mother, being by herself. But I know, but you should be grateful you have a dad. You have a nice house. You have nice friends. You should be glad for that. You should be grateful. But she acted like she had no one. Like she was so miserable. Every time she didn't have no man, every time she didn't have Lucas or anybody, man, she'd be miserable. And when she's miserable, she's not happy for her friends. Like she was so miserable when Brooke and Lucas was together. But when Peyton was with Lucas, she was so happy knowing Brooke She barely spent time with her friends when she was with Lucas. But Brooke even told Lucas, okay, we're not gonna hang out. I wanna be there for Pizza because she needs someone tonight. She would do all this stuff. And for Pizza to cheat twice, no, Brooke actually genuinely liked this. And I know y'all talking about, well, Pizza liked him first. First Pizza was with Nathan. When Lucas first came into town, she was still with Nathan. Dating Nathan. Okay? And Brooke told her, you like Lucas, let me know. Like, she would say at the game, I know Haley like Lucas, and I know Lucas like you, and I know you like Nathan, and I like Lucas, but who do you like? I'm confused with that. Can I go for it? She said that several times, and Pizza still say no. You only want Lucas when he's taken. Okay, and before y'all talk about what Brooke slept with Nathan, they only put that in because they want everybody to feel bad for Peyton, and that do not. You're the nice man, Jake, and you didn't end up with him because you was like, I love Lucas. I know you were done in the library. I give you that. But with my dying breath, let me kiss Lucas. That don't make sense, and you were supposedly in love with Jake at the time. Also, how she treated Haley when she came back. Haley did one little to Chris. Okay, she left for tour, not to be with Chris, and you was treating Haley like that, like you wasn't cheating with Lucas twice, and even had emotion. Not only was you doing physical affair, you was doing emotional affair because you didn't love for Lucas. But you want to talk about Haley, right? I'm getting mad. Let's talk about somebody else. Let's talk about Lucas Scott. Lucas was such a horrible boyfriend. I give him that. He was a bad boyfriend. He didn't know how to make decisions when it came to women. But Lucas Scott was a good friend. He was good to Brooke when they was friends. He was good to Peyton when they was friends. He was good to Haley. Him and Haley went through so much together. That was his best friend. He was a good friend to Mouth. He was a good friend to Skills. He even gave Skills a spot on the basketball team. Not only that, he was a good brother. He was always there for Nathan. Always. When Haley left and Nathan was treating Lucas so horribly, who was there? Lucas. Who the one that was like, let's organize something for Nathan so he pays his bills? Lucas. Lucas was there for Nathan through everything. He was even there for Nathan when he was depressed. He was taking care of Nathan's family. That's how good Lucas was a good brother. Not only that, he was a good son. He was always good for Karen. Taking care of her, making sure she's good, doing all this stuff. He was even good to Dan, and Dan didn't deserve it. And Lucas was the one that pulled Dan out the fire, even though he should have left him in there. But he pulled him out, because that's the type of person Lucas is. You know? Not only that, he was a good nephew. Was there for Keith, make sure he's good. He was concerned for Keith when Keith was going through that stuff with that girlfriend. Always there for Keith. But yeah, I would say Lucas was a good character. Compassionate, sweet, kind. He was just a bad boyfriend. He just didn't know what to do when it came to women. And I feel like probably because he didn't have really a serious girlfriend until he got into high school with Peyton and Brooke. But yeah, he didn't make the best decisions with women. Next up, we got Haley James Scott. My girl. I love Haley. And I'm glad she produced her music. The thing I don't like is how the writer kept saying that, like, she got to sacrifice her career to be with Nathan, but Nathan didn't do that with basketball. Like, even Nathan in season 4 was like, as long as I have you and my son, I don't need basketball. Just for him in season 5 to lose basketball and ignore them. But Haley, when it came to her music career, she was always trying to balance each other. And I didn't like how Nathan even gave her choice. Music or us. Well, why should she sacrifice her dreams for you? You should be encouraging her to follow those dreams. And yes, she kissed Chris and that was a mistake. But I feel like Chris kind of manipulated her into it because she wanted that music career so bad. So bad. And I'm glad she left for tour. Because she didn't leave for Chris. She left for her music. And look where they her music and I'm getting her. So I'm glad she did that. And I feel like Haley is such a compassionate woman. She's so nice to people. Always tutoring people in great need. She's there for Lucas all the time to make sure he's good. She's there for her son. She's a great mother. She's there for her siblings. Every time they need a place to stay. She's always there for Nathan. Do everything. She was there for Brooke. Her and Brooke friendship is so amazing. They overcame a lot. They was always there for each other to, you know, back up on. But yeah. Next up, who should we talk about? I'm gonna do one more character, and then I could do like the other characters in part 2. Let's do Skills, because he was kind of part of it. I did like Skills. I don't like how they made him a side character. They used to make him a main character, especially in the later seasons, because he was a great uncle to Jamie. He was always watching him doing stuff for Jamie, and it's really nice. I also like his friendship with Lucas. They had a great friendship with basketball and stuff like that. He even had a great friendship with Haley, because they all grew up together. I like his friendship with Haley, you know, make sure she's alright, make sure she's good. It's really sweet. But yeah, that's all the characters let me talk about today. Let me know who's your favorite One Tree Hill character in the comments. If y'all want a part 2, hit that like button up. Make sure y'all like and subscribe for more content. And thank you guys for watching. Bye. It was hitting on her, and Aria didn't believe her. That was another one I did not like of Aria. Also, how she treated her parents.
I go crazy.